The most common myth by far, by really far, is if you want to be successful, you need to look at the best and do the same. Okay. And a classic story I may tell you that's maybe worth telling today. If you look at the most successful business people, usually you see two things. First, these people, they have an idea and they never gave up. They never surrendered, even if there was adversity. So really, we go for it. Then the second characteristic they have, they always manage to persuade others to follow them. They have an ability to persuade others. Okay, so that's the trait of the best entrepreneurs or business people. But what is also interesting, these two traits are also the traits of the worst business people. It means they have an idea and they persevere until they get to the wall. You see, they stick to their idea and then we fail. And then they manage to convince everyone around them to follow them. And then everyone loses their investments. So there's a kind of paradox, which is my favorite one, and maybe I can discuss it in detail later, is that what leads you to success is basically what also leads you to failure. So that's quite tricky. So if you only look at successful entrepreneurs, you will see you need to have an ability to convince others. You need to have perseverance, but it's not because the successful entrepreneurs have these qualities that having these qualities lead to success. It's a bit tricky here, but you see, that's the funniest idea. Funny is not maybe the right word, but the most, I would say, counterintuitive idea in management, I would say, in general.